Let's try this now.
Okay, let's see. Here's my hand. Let's see if I got this all up and working. Let's give this a shot. How is the audio sounding? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Here's my hand. Let's see if I got this all up and perfect. I can hear it on my other phone, so that means that I am good to go. So I hope everyone is having a lovely day. You probably hear some echo, so I'm walking away from that now. So hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It's Doc on this I'll be honest, guys. I have no idea what day of the week it is. I think it's a... Yeah, I don't really know. I can't even... It has been... It has been a hell of a week. Yeah, horrible, horrible, horrible week. One of the craziest weeks in my life ever. So I'm not really... If you guys wanna know more, you can ask me privately, or we can talk more about it. I might bring it up later in the stream, but at the particular moment, I'd rather not talk about it right now. But just a crazy, ridiculous week. Shout outs to everyone there that was helpful, that know what's going on, that helped me with all of the craziness, and shout out to the Lilies for being such awesome folks, and sorry for everything. So you guys understand. Anyways, we're here to talk about chickens and farming and all the other kind of stuff, and just, that kind of stuff. Get our mind preoccupied with that kind of stuff. So we're feeding the chickens. Lisa is currently in Georgia, so that's why it falls on me again today. So that's why we're doing another show. If you guys want to are just chickens, ducks. Everybody is just waiting around, so you guys can see the chickens, the ducks, the guineas. Everybody is just waiting around, ready for me to feed them. So we got some water set up. So, oh, by the way, guys, if you guys want to see the Arkansas apples, the Arkansas blacks are doing well. Now that we've had a couple cold days, they'll start sweetening up. So it'll be about perfect time to start picking these guys and chomping on some of them. And the ones that aren't good, we'll give over to Sylvia. So because some craziness, I have some hay bales. So roll over some hay bales. So I got some hay bales sitting around. So we'll see how that all turns out. Kind of excited about the kind of excited to see about what the hay bales do. And got some advice about snagging these hay bales. So yeah. So ponds, let's peek over here at the pond before we get in there and start feeding everyone. Pond's looking pretty decent, little low, but that's fine, because so what you guys can see I'm going to do over here is I'm actually going to make a little sub pond, and then we're going to build that bank up and have that so that it cascades down into this pond. That way this one won't fill up with the gook and the muck and as much. So yeah. So that is where we at. So let's get in here. Let's get some bunnies, some ducks. By the way, guys, just to show you how cool my yard really is, look at in this shot, we've got a bunny chilling out. We got some ducks. We've got a chicken. We've got some guineas right over that way. It's just all around good time. Everybody's just hanging out, chilling, doing their thing. That's how life should be. It's a lot about just enjoying what you can, chilling, relaxing, working, doing the chores that need to be done, doing the hard work, the important work first, and then making sure you have time to enjoy all the rest aspects of how absolutely spectacular life is and such like that. So, by the way, I want to get that set up right better. So let me, there we go. Get that set up on the fly right there. For those that want to watch the past videos and such like that we do, because YouTube, YouTube doesn't always like all the stuff that we talk about and all the stuff that we do. There, right there, is a link to my Rumble link. And you guys can jump on and join Rumble. And we can grow my channel there. So as soon as I get 100 followers, whoa, sorry guys. It definitely decided that it was going to not balance properly. So let's get back to a balance. So there we go, more balanced. So once I get to 100 followers on, I think it's 100 followers on Rumble, I can live stream on there too. So that'll be always having more options to live stream always makes things better and easier and such like that. So I guess we're just going to get in here. We're just going to get these guys fed. I think because it's supposed to get cold later, I'm going to put some hay down as well. So we're going to get everybody fed in here, put a little bit of hay down. And that is kind of the plan of action. That is the plan of action for today. Just a typical chore day, typical slow day. It's storming. It's supposed to be storming later today, so if I can, I'll be getting out there and we'll be collecting some hay. We'll be collecting some grass and such for all of the bunnies. But we will see. We will see how that all turns out. So let me get my scooper. As you guys can see, I've got. You guys actually can't see, so let me zoom down so you guys can see, because it is what is interesting. You guys see, I got plenty of ducks around my feet, ready to go. Looking for some additional snacks. I'm just, I've been so absent-minded the last few days. I have no idea where I put the bulk of my, my scoopers, which is just silly. I noticed I even brought in all of the stuff to, actually, to put the scoopers up on the walls and such, and I didn't get around to even doing that, so you guys just really understand how absent-minded I've been, and just my mind's been in other places. So, it's just, so be life. So, going around, let's get everybody fed, watered, happy. Talk about homesteading a little bit. What we're planning on doing in the fall. What's the important things that we need to be focusing on? So, important things we need to be focusing on is we need to be getting everybody ready for the cold weather that's approaching. So, we've already had 2 days that has been very chilly. And so that means that the growing season is officially over. So that means that for the bees and for everybody else, I need to really be thinking about and planning for winter. And you might wonder, what does that all entail? Well, what that all entails is knowing where the drafts are in each of the barns. So each of the barns have drafts. And so we need to know where the drafts are, how to deal with those drafts, how to make it so that the drafts aren't going to affect the animals. Now the thing is most chickens, most ducks, most rabbits and that kind of stuff, they can actually deal with colder temperatures as long as it's just not like all of a sudden, as long as it just eases in. And so I'm hoping, especially since we've already had a couple cold days, I'm hoping that winter decides to ease in instead of just jump in and just all of a sudden be winter. So, we will see. So far it looks like it's going to ease in. It does, I'm predicting, my prediction this year is a very snowy, cold winter. So not necessarily what I'm looking for, but I'm predicting a very snowy, cold winter. But we will definitely keep you guys updated. Ooh. You guys haven't seen the guys, how much they've grown in the last couple weeks. So here's some of the guys, some of the baby chickens and how much they've grown. This guy's a little dirty, little silky. Just popping out of my hands. Pop him back up in there. This little hen. Up in there. Good to go. So once the winter season comes, we're definitely going to do a little bit more out the window weather. I love snow. I love winter. I love being out in the snow. I love being out in the winter. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to be walking around. We're going to be talking about some of the stuff you need to plan for if you live in a snowy region. Hopefully we're going to do some walking around and looking at the leaves and doing some preparedness for fall. So I like to collect a lot of the leaves. I like to use the leaves for deep litter and a lot of my cages and such like that. So we're going to be doing stuff like that. We have to do some prepping because you guys know that okay, cool. So what I was saying before, and thank you so much for noticing my mic cut out. Um, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a victory garden, and with that victory garden, we'll be doing some different types of growth. The idea is me and Lisa want to figure out if it's possible that we can actually grow enough of a calorie intake to be able to support, starting off with just me and her, but then to be able to expand on to make sure that we can make enough food for the entire family. So that is the plan of action. So we're going to see if, crossing our fingers, see if that's going to be possible. But that's the experiment that we're doing. So some of you guys may look and see what I do and think it's silly and not understand it. But the idea is everything here on the farm lab, everything that we're doing on the farm lab is all about scientific experiments. We're trying to learn how to do this, how to do that. We're learning about what succeeds, what fails. And I want to show you guys as stuff succeeds and as stuff fails, so that you guys know. So if any of you decide that you're going to get out there into the bush and you're just like, you know what, Doc, I want to also raise some animals, and I want to get out of the city, or I want to get out of the suburbs. So, and I want to do that fun stuff. How can I also do this kind of stuff? So, it looks like you're speaking Spanish, so I'm going to be, hola, hablo no español. So, it looks like Spanish to me. My Spanish is really, really bad. I've been improving that because my buddy has a Cuban wife, and I'm trying to get my Spanish built up so I can be able to extend my ability to help as many people all throughout as possible. But yeah, so that's a lot of the stuff we're doing is experiments, it's labs, it's doing interesting things to try to see if we can succeed and to know what we're going to do, what makes sense, what financially makes sense in each individual field, and what we decide to jump into and say, okay, yeah, this wasn't such a great idea, this might not be the best for folks living in this region, this might not be the best for folks living in this region, but just try it out, see what we can do, give advice. By the way, guys, !Discord, or even better, because now that I can do custom Discord, it's discord.gg/xDrFirefly. If you want to join the Discord and be part of the conversation, be part of all of the fun things that we talk about on there, and we're building a very nice community of folks that have a variety of knowledge, variety of subjects that we talk about. It's also good if you just want to get in direct contact with me and you just want to ask me straight up questions, because one of the things that's very important to me is just being able to answer any question that you may have. There is no such thing as a bad question. There's just, you just don't know the answer yet. And that is that's learned. I've had some mentors throughout my life, some good friends, some good neighbors, some folks around that just that I had some what probably were very silly questions to seasoned farmers, and they had the patience to help answer those questions for me, and that is something I want to emulate with in my life, and I want to be able to help anyone with any question that they have about that kind of stuff. And so if there's a question out there in the world that I can help you with, and there's something I can if there's something I can do my part and give back to the world, that is how I would like to be and how I'd like to look at things. So feed. Just making sure. My ADD sometimes can make it crazy, so can make it absolutely crazy. That Kickstarter right there. So I belong to a group called Permies.com. That Kickstarter that you see that just popped up on the screen. So that is a Kickstarter that I'm absolutely 100% supporting. You guys have probably seen some of my educational videos where I've used variety of I've used some people's videos and such like that. That is the group of people that I belong to that do some awesome stuff. So that Kickstarter that popped up, or you see in the chat right there, that is a Kickstarter that I absolutely highly suggest supporting. Very cool videos. Also, if you go through that link and you decide to support that Kickstarter, I actually get a kickback. The Mavis Institute gets a kickback of part of your support as well. So it's a double thing. You get to support an awesome Kickstarter, you get to learn a whole lot about gardening, and you also get to help the Mavis Institute. So it's just a wonderful combination of a variety of things. So win-win for everyone. So it looks like I'm about out of water. I haven't quite got everybody water, so we're gonna have to go collect some more water today. I thought today was gonna be a water day. Wasn't quite sure, but so be life. Okay. So let me. I am also on Odyssey. This should be streaming on Odyssey as well. I'm not sure if I've got all of that set up, but this should be streaming on Odyssey, and it should be under X Dr. Firefly X if this is also streaming on Odyssey. The only thing I don't have with Odyssey set up is I don't know how to get the chat to show up. I don't know how to get the chat to show up here on Odyssey, but this should be streaming on Odyssey. I stream my shows on Odyssey, and Lisa streams the 24/7 farm stream on Odyssey. So those that want to follow stuff on Odyssey, such like that. By the way, I also want to welcome all of the new people that might be coming over. Since Twitch got rid of I don't know. I just know that in the last couple days, especially the last day or so, there's been a lot more people for slots coming over to DLive. If you're new to DLive and you're coming over because your favorite person is now streaming here on DLive from slots, or you are one of the new slots streamer here on DLive, welcome to DLive. If there's any way I can help, please let me know. If you are an old DLiver and you're just getting tired of this and you're looking for other places, absolutely check us out. Veritas right there gave an awesome link to that's probably my link to streaming on Odyssey. Thank you very much for that. Absolutely appreciate that. For those that just want someplace different to check out and watch, there's a place that you guys can totally do that with. So yeah, the paradigm shift is that must be That must be what I named this one. I had to give different things different names on there, and so all the different shows that I have and all the different mindsets that I have. And the idea is, with the paradigm shift, is to get us to stop thinking about this one directional and to change our mindset so that we can take more control over our own lives and such like that. So yes, so thank you. Yeah, so on what he's posting right there, so there's Lisa's Farm. That's the 24/7 of the farm. There is Let's Feed the Chickens. That's this show right there. And then every Tuesday night, we do a solution show. And in that solution show, last week we did a solution show about how to learn how to listen. And then we're going to do solution shows on how to solve and how to better yourself, how to better the community around you, and how just to solve all of the world's problems instead of bitching about them and complaining about them. We're going to start addressing how to solve those world problems. And we're going to start that show off with just a handful of people solving the problems, and then we're going to grow from there. So yeah, thank you, Veritas. Yeah, I've heard the same thing, but I think DLive is fixing. I think DLive has, in the last couple weeks, they just did a big server update. They're doing some fixing, so hopefully the rest of that all gets fixed soon. And we can grow and we can keep getting we can keep getting the message out to more people out there on the interwebs. So let's go collect the water jugs because I need to get some more water. I also need to, if you guys know of any really good USB headphones, I need them to have the little USB dongle. If you know of any good USB dongle headphones that I can use that don't cut out every 5 minutes on the phone, let me know. Because I need to go wireless, but I needed to be USB wireless because this program, Prism Live, that I use to streaming, that's the only way that seems to work. So if anybody knows any tips out there, I am all looking for additional tips. So I got my water jug, and let's head out to the to where we need to go. So after we get done feeding the chickens and such, I want those of you that want to stick around, and we'll get into some like checking out the bunnies, say hi to everyone, and we'll go for a little tour. I'll go show you guys how spectacular the leaves are looking this time of year. This is one of my favorite times of year because it is just absolutely gorgeous on the mountain. I mean, just looking over that way, you can just see the vibrant oranges that are just blazing, right there. And beautiful sky day, so it'll be a good day to also walk around and check out everything that's happening on the farm and everything that's happening here in southern West Virginia. But right now we're heading down. I'm gonna start this water container, and then we're gonna walk back and grab another one because usually I need about 2 waterers. So, and then we'll get over here and get these guys, the bunnies down here in the future bunny apartments fed. So we are rearranging the way our bunnies are set up a little bit. So you guys can see we have some greenhouse plastic around here, getting those guys ready for winter. So baby steps, but it's important to have all of your steps, your baby steps, and all of your stuff ready to go and planned. So my cistern, that's what we're plugging in. For those that didn't always might be wondering where I get my water. So we have a cistern where we capture the water from the sky and we capture the water from the ground. And we have like a 32,000 water cistern right under here, right under my feet. And it stores a lot of water for us. And then we just fill it up and I carry it to the barn. So yeah, beautiful fall day. Like one of those spectacular fall days. It's I believe Fahrenheit it's in the 60s. I believe that's about right. So just a absolutely, absolutely lovely day. Lovely day here on the farm. So I'll be doing some more as the winter occurs and as I get more time and get things a little bit better organized. When Lisa gets back and I can start moving stuff forward, we're going to be adding a lot more educational videos. So a lot more educational videos to my Rumble and a lot more educational videos to my Odyssey. I'll probably put them up on the YouTube as well. That kind of stuff. X Dr. Firefly, if you're looking for trying to find me on the interwebs, that's pretty much where I am everywhere. So let me turn that volume down. So that's pretty much where I am everywhere on the interwebs is X Dr. Firefly. Um, the one thing is you won't find me on YouTube there. On YouTube, it's Mavis Manor 1897, and that is based off of my house. So almost done. Just got a little bit more water to go until I fill up this jug. So after we get this filled up, we'll get everybody fed. We'll go for a little walk. Talk about plans. So we're going to do a victory garden this year. I think I mentioned it just a little bit ago, but do a little recap, bring it up again. So with the victory garden, the idea is to have enough of colloidal intake to be able to can and prepare and have the food that we're going to need for a very large portion of the year. So making pickles, Leah, that sounds spectacular. I love pickles. What I really like, Leah, is I really like making hot pickles. So I like spicing up the pickle juice and getting habanero or jalapeno or ghost peppers or Carolina peppers, and I like putting a little bit of that and just getting a little bit of heat. Getting a little bit of heat in those peppers. I mean, sorry, a little bit of heat in those pickles. And hot pickles, man, just very, very awesome. Right there, guys, there is a link again to my Discord. So, guys, ooh, that sounds great, Leah. I will have to come over and I'll have to try. I'll have to, when you crack open one, I'll have to try some of your pickles. Because, pickles are something I also enjoy making. And by the way, guys, if you're new to canning, pickles are one of the great beginner things to start off with. Like maybe you're just saying, Doc, I like this kind of stuff, but I don't know how to do this. Great thing about pickles, I'm going to give you just the simplest way to get pickles. Let's say you get your jar of pickles and you have your leftover jar of pickle juice. Okay? All you got to do is take your cucumbers and chop them up. Depending on what size you want, and just pop them right in. So make them for the kid. Yeah, I really, Leah. I mean, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of really hot stuff. So big fan of hot pickles. Big fan of hot pickles. So okay, so we got this water jug filled up. Let's get this over here and let's continue on because we need to get the rest of those guys in there. Bring some food back to these guys. So this is the one where it gets a little crazy because I have to carry the camera and that. So no, that would be thank you, Leah. That would be wonderful. Next year, Leah, I will make sure that I grow some Carolina Reapers or a couple of maybe some scorpions, or if we don't want to go that crazy, because that's the kind of stuff that just super crazy. I'll make a couple of those, and you can show me your particular pickling recipe, and we can add some of that and try out some super hot pickles and see how well that works, because that would be fun. All about trying lots of different things, even if they're way too hot. I like to eat them. Big fan of my face feeling like it's on fire when you're eating pickles. So yeah, Lisa, that would be fun. We should get a kitty cam. We should absolutely get a kitty cam for Fernando, a little kitty collar with a little camera on it, and just follow him around all day. That's something we should look into. If anybody out there in internet land has any good tips on getting a kitty camera, one that they can wear around the neck, one that they can wear as a little collar so we can follow them around just for a couple hours, we'll be more than happy. Lisa will be more than happy to put that on the Mavis Pharmacy channel, on her channel, for live streaming. We can have it one of the things, and we can just see what Fernando does all day. So that would be kind of cool. Or what we can do is, if we can't find anything live streaming, we can set that up, and then we can go back and we can just snag like a couple hours of that and pop that in and follow what Fernando does in the course of a couple hours. One of the things that I always thought would be really interesting. So, okay. So, got the water. Let me grab the camera, and I'm going to spin this camera around already so that you can see this direction. And head on up this way. Look at that blue sky dot there, man. Whew. Beautiful blue sky dots right there across the sky. A couple little blue sky dots right there. So cool. Hey, it looks like a smiley face. Happy smiley face sky. So, okay. My gimbal is a little more shakier than it should be right now. I must not have the camera balanced. Sorry, guys. So let's head on here. Hey, thanks for the follow. Hey, much love to you too. Brother, I really enjoyed you guys' slot stream earlier today. It was a good time. So, okay. So let's head on in. We spin around into here. Head on in here. Got some water. Get you so I can swing back around and let's get the water. And again, guys, after we get everybody fed and watered, we'll go for a little tour, a little walk, see how everyone's doing. A good way to check up on everyone, make sure that everybody is happy and good to go. So, guys, sneaking into the food right there. Ducks aren't dumb. They know where the good stuff is. So, yeah, after I get these guys watered, because I want to get everybody here in the Kuppenheimer barn watered, we're gonna go head over and get the food and water for all the bunnies. So if you guys are fans of bunnies, that is coming up next. So good thing is I went through, got everybody watered in here, everybody fed in here. So, well, I'm watering everybody now. I got everybody fed. So, also, I think I mentioned earlier, also have to be putting some hay down in a little bit. So that's something I'll be doing at the very end of the stream, is throwing some hay down in here, because weather is getting chilly. It's gonna get pretty chilly this later this afternoon. So we're still probably 2 or 3 weeks away. Bonjour. I don't know French any more than that. Sorry, buddy. I will. But welcome. Glad to have a Frenchman or French woman swinging by. I don't know much about France. I know it's a beautiful country. I had a friend who grew up in Paul, and I like the French. Pretty cool folks. Okay, so don't let my ADD win. Don't let my ADD win. So, water, food, 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 water, food. Just got to get the bunnies in here now. So we're good. Have to keep moving forward, keep straight, keep my mind from swaying around, because it's really easy to get distracted, and really easy to don't want to forget. No one wants to miss dinner. Don't want anybody to to go hungry. So you might be wondering, Doc, why do you have all your bunnies in cages? Why do you have all your chickens? Why are half your chickens in cages and the other guys are free ranging? So all the guys in these cages, these are modular cages that we can move around, or what some people call chicken tractors. So with the chicken tractors, the chicken tractors can move around, mow the lawn, get some grass. But it's fall now, so we're bringing everybody in before the winter months come. Why chicken tractors for some of the guys, and the rest of the guys that are hanging here down at the feet? Why don't these guys have to live in chicken tractors? And the reason for that is most of the guys, and I'll show you guys a few of those, most of the guys that live in these cages are silkies. So these guys are silkies. As you guys can see, they're kind of like really fluffy. They kind of feel like stuffed animals. Really spectacular chickens. If you're the first time ever raising chickens and you want to get in and you want to learn how to raise chickens, I highly suggest silkies. They are super chill. This is a rooster I'm holding. He's chill as until I told him he's not chill. So super chill. As roosters, really good. Like they don't fight very much. The hens will sit on any egg and incubate any egg for you. Very, very kind and very patient with the babies, which is good because sometimes you'll raise some chickens. Sometimes you'll raise some chickens and they're just not cool. They're just not cool with babies. They're just not cool with little ones. But silkies absolutely always are. They just one of the best to deal with if you're going to deal with chickens. You're first raising chickens. Maybe you only want one or two. Maybe you're just trying to learn the game. I highly suggest that. And the other thing with silkies is they are hard workers. They will work their butt off for you. They earn. Not only do they lay you eggs, but they'll incubate your eggs for you. They'll take care of your babies. They'll raise your babies. They'll raise your ducks. They'll raise your guineas. They'll raise your chickens. They'll raise your quail. You got a built-in farmhand. So, and for a chicken to have a built-in farmhand to do all the work, it saves you electric. And so you just got to give them a little bit of feed. Sounds like a good deal to me. So, because those that don't know, as much as I love farming and we like educating and teaching, I'm also lazy. And so I like to let Mother Nature do most of the work for me. And so silkies are a great way to be lazy, let Mother Nature, and then I can focus on all the other stuff that I enjoy doing, like being outside, eating the plants, going mushroom hunting, collecting fruit. So having chickens that will do the work for you is awesome. So we'll go say hi to Sylvia. She's my pig. She's also another animal that does a lot of hard work for us here on the farm. So I just need to get this food to the bunnies so that we can get that accomplished. So, by the way, guys, right there, you'll see that link on there. That is Lisa's Etsy store. If you ever are interested in all the weird stuff that we make around here, Lisa makes some pretty awesome stuff. I'm going to be putting some more seeds and such up on that in the near future. So I'll probably be putting some pawpaw seeds on there for those that never had pawpaws, want to try pawpaws. If you don't know what pawpaws are, they're the largest North American fruit. They're native, especially here to the East Coast. They kind of taste like banana pudding, or they might taste like, some people say they might taste a little bit like honeydew melons and such like that. But that'll be on. So, and again, remember, all the support goes towards the nonprofit and the animals and everything that we do here on the farm. So let's head over here, get these guys. Man, this gimbal is just being silly. Give me just a second, guys, so I can strengthen this gimbal so it's not, so you guys aren't going through like, you guys don't feel like you're going through the ocean all wavy and crap. There we go. That seems to be better. So we're going to head over here to the bunnies now, for those that might want to check out the bunnies, see the bunnies, say hi to the bunnies. So the first guy we're going to check out is, this is the guy that you guys named here on D Live. This is one of the bunnies. You guys also named, Zig Hale. But this is Bear. So Bear is our, Bear's a lion head. Chilling out right there. So, let's get Bear some food. We'll go down and say hi to Apollo and Cindy and some of the other guys in just a second. So let's get this, uh-oh, Gimbal's telling me it's not happy. So that means that it'll probably, yep, that's what I was waiting for. Give me just a second, guys. Let me get this, if I can get this balance back. Okay, cool. As Fernando's here saying hi to you guys. So let's get these guys fed and watered and happy and all the other good stuff. So bunnies, rabbits, bunnies, another great thing to have if you're going to get into homesteading. And even if you're going to do urban homesteading, let's say, you know what, you're just saying, Doc, I'm not going to be able to live out in the country. I can't do it, man. I like the convenience of all the stuff around in the city or in the burbs. I get it. I grew up in the inner city. Those that maybe didn't know, I haven't always lived out here in the country. I did grow up in the inner city in Akron. And so, this was a big choice moving out here and living out in the middle of nowhere here in southern West Virginia. And some of you maybe not know. You're just like, well, Doc, when you say you live out in the middle of nowhere, you guys want to see where I live. You guys want to see how much the middle of nowhere. Just get on Google Maps and type in Mavis, M-A-V-I-S, Manor /WV, and you will find the map dot of my house. And you'll see exactly where I live. And you'll see how I absolutely am in the middle of nowhere. And those new, you're just like, but Doc, you just docked yourself. Yes, friends. Anybody that's passing through southern West Virginia, if you're coming down 77, I'm 2 minutes off of 77. You guys are welcome to swing by. Come hang out. Check out. Give a tour. Come check out the animals. Come learn from me. That kind of stuff. It's a cool place to hang out. Maybe we'll have some shine. Maybe we'll have some coffee. Maybe, you're more of a coffee person. So, just, I want you guys to know that if there's things you need to know, you need to learn, absolutely feel free to come swing by, hang out, learn stuff that you need to know. So, also guys, if you're not familiar, if you type in !Discord, you can join our Discord. Or if you don't want to do that, it's discord.gg /xDrFirefly. Yeah, so discord.gg /xDrFirefly. You're right, Lisa. You're right. We actually aren't in the middle of nowhere. We are on the edge of nowhere. So the middle of nowhere is just right down the road. We are on the edge. Because we do have good internet here. So that is, I guess that maybe makes it so it doesn't make it the middle of nowhere. Internet, having good internet, good cell coverage. We have everything that you need. We really are in one of the perfect spots where we live here in southern West Virginia. Very blessed. Very blessed to be here. So we're going to head on over that way. So head on down this way, past the bunny apartments, down to the other bunnies. I'm surprised Sylvia's not out yet. So, but we're going to go see her. She's next on the, just before we finish up feeding everyone. Sometimes she's first on the list today because she's not out just being a piggy. She is, can wait a little bit. So let's pop you guys right here so I can spin this camera around so you guys can see, you can see what I'm doing from this angle. At least I hope you guys can see what I'm doing from this angle. There we go. Sometimes this gimbal just is a little zealous, gets a little excited. Happy bunnies. So you might be wondering, well, Doc, but you have some bunnies running around and some bunnies are out and about. Why is that? And that's like, well, so what we do is we give our bunnies the choice. Our bunnies get to choose if they want to be indoor bunnies, if they want to be free range bunnies. So some of our bunnies free range, they run around the yard. Other bunnies are like, you know what, I'd rather stay in a nice shelter where they're completely taken care of. I don't have to worry about the rain. I don't got to worry about searching for food. So we got some bunnies that want to be free range, and some are just like, you know what? I'm just a city bunny. I'd rather just, Uber eat my feed, just have it show up. And so, and then a few of our bunnies, a very few of our bunnies, but a few of our bunnies are special need bunnies, and they just need a little bit extra attention. So that's why those bunnies possibly live in some of the cages and such like that. So you guys can see, always have a entourage of Muscovy ducks following me around. So can feel like I can feel very important. Always got a group of bodyguards just following me around, doing their thing, wanting to want I know. And then Fernando, just always there, wants to be on the camera, wants as much attention as possible. Just a very, very fun orange guy. So got everybody fed except for Miss Sylvia. So we're gonna go get some food for Miss Sylvia, and we're going to. I think she knows it's gonna rain later, so she's been hanging out in her house. See, again, guys, as you can see, a couple free range. We got a chicken, a free range bunny, and some ducks just searching around in our flower beds. So our pawpaw's doing well. Our tropical plant has decided that it just got too cold the last couple days. But it's a cool plant. It was awesome. Some bunnies running around. I don't know what that bunny's doing. Just all excited. Happy bunny. Sometimes they just get a little extra happy and just run around like crazy. So, but before we go feed Sylvia, let me show you guys. We got the bees right here. And even though it's still a little chilly and that kind of stuff, the bees are still doing their thing. You see one of the cameras looking at the bees. So bees in here doing their thing. You know, got their cargo pants full of some pollen, ready to make lots and lots of good honey. If you guys want to see, we're gonna peek in. Let's peek in down here. Let's see what's going in. Let's see what's going on in the bee world. Slowly crack this open. There we go. Look at those guys just rocking it. Happy little bees, making lots of honey, getting ready for the winter. Awesome. We Sunday we'll be doing a bee show as well. We'll be doing we're gonna get in. We need to definitely check all the bees again. Say hi to all those. See who's ready for winter. Who's starting to get everything. So we'll do that Sunday. For those that like to follow my Be Aware series, so we can get in there and say hi to the bees. So let's get some feed. I believe the containers are there. They are. No, they aren't. Let me see. Ah, yes, good. It's in here. So let's get some. I got some food for Miss Sylvia. Yes, it looks like dog food because, well, it is dog food. Sylvia likes a mix of a lot of table scraps, some corn, and some dog food. So, it's interesting when you have a pig as a pet. It's you have to learn completely different ways to feed them because there's just different things that they require. So let's peek over. She is out here ready to go. Hi, Miss Sylvia. How are you? Yeah, you're good. Got some food for you. Let's put the food over there for you. So Sylvia, it's probably that you can't tell from this, but she is a 600-pound pig. She's our main security here on the farm. So she keeps the coyotes and the bears and everything in bay. And she's also the cleanup crew, so she eats a lot of our stuff. And the main security, if things get too out of hand and such like that, she can handle most of that. And something else for a lot of you don't know is worst case scenario, if anybody ever gets too crazy out of hand here, and if part of the reason I don't gotta worry about being doxxed and I don't worry about people coming and bothering me is what a lot of people don't realize is pigs can digest bone. Keep that in mind. So okay, so that is that's pretty much the run of the mill feeding everybody today. Let's go on a little tour. Let's go for a little walk. So my Arkansas black apple tree. But let's head on back. Let's head on over to the garden plots and see what's going on back there. They're starting. It's definitely because we're in fall now. It's definitely a slower time of year. It's not going to be quite as exciting. Oh, by the way, Lisa, I threw some corn and some dog food out for the ducks a couple times already. I needed to get them out of the barn when I was getting water and such, so I took some with me. There's some stuff you didn't see, but I'll do again if you want. So, but I just want to show you guys right here. So I want to show you guys just some of you might have not seen living water before. So I want to show you guys. This is one of my springs. This is one of the springs. So I covered the spring here because I don't want a lot of leaves and such to get into it. But here's a glass. Scoop up some water so you guys can see I have a glass of scooping up water. I am just going to hammer around. Same glass of water. You guys can still see it's dripping. Just to show you that, you live in an area and you can have fresh spring water. And just to show you that I actually am drinking water. I just want to show you because some of you in the past have thought, Doc, you're not really drinking the water. So really, I'm drinking the spring water. This water is a little bit higher in iron, and that's things that you should pay attention to. I'm not suggesting that any of you just get out there and drink water if you don't know where your water's coming from. I know where this water comes from, the mountain. It's nice and cold. It is absolutely spectacular spring water and very tasty. It's always a good idea. I like to drink as much living water as I possibly can. So, and yes, I have I put that in place so that so I could capture the water. That's why it's being captured into. So it's just a little spring that comes out of the side of the mountain here, and so having some nice fresh spring water. I don't got to worry about all the crazy chemicals that the city water and such has. So we're gonna head back here to the through the path to the market garden, or the just-in-time garden that some people refer to it as. Plus, it's just a nice little walk. Smell is spectacular today. It has that wonderful autumn smell of just of slightly decaying leaves. So I want to show you guys this. This is still probably, it's going to be for the next couple years, probably going to be one of the coolest things ever. So these are black walnuts. But why these black walnuts are so special is 17 years ago, when I lived in Ohio, well, 18 years ago I lived in Ohio, but 17 years, I brought down some black walnut husks, some black walnuts, and I planted them. And last year, they finally started producing fruit. So that tree I planted from seed, me and my dad did. And now here on the ground, there's a bunch of black walnuts. And I will plant them again and have second generation black walnuts. So it's cool being able to plant a tree from seed and being able to see the reward from that, having it produce you some black walnuts and such like that is just it's just really cool. So we're gonna head on over this way. This is in the future where we're walking right now. This is where all of the fruit trees are gonna be planted. So there's some fruit trees now. There's like one, we can't really see them because they're hiding in the weeds, but there's one there and there's one there. And there's a couple down there. But as promised, I show you guys a beautiful flat top. You can see it's a very overcast day. It's awesome. I love overcast days, especially in the fall. It's a very overcast day, very lovely day. There's the hay field. And here is our market garden, or the just-in-time garden, where we planted a bunch of stuff. We have lots of potatoes, lots of tomatoes. Lots of wonderful stuff. So let's walk down over here. I hear the cows mooing. Let's go say hi to the cows. Giving the cows a little extra attention. Saying hi to them. Making sure they're good. So this patch right here, those are all raspberries, and then more raspberries all the way down. Raspberries all the way down. So just like turtles. So heading this way. Here is the cool cemetery that's right smack in the middle of my property. So I need to get in and weed whack that before winter. So you guys can see a couple cows hanging out up here on the mountain. We're gonna walk down where I have some apples and such waiting for them. I think I still have some apples down there. We'll see. I'm not sure if I've moved the apples or not, but some apples and such waiting for them down there. Cows. Beautiful, beautiful leaves. The burnt oranges and the reds. The auburns. Just a lovely, perfect day. Ooh, 77 must be detouring people off, because the amount of traffic that you see going down the road, that's a lot of traffic. Usually, like, that's a lot of cars I've seen in just walking out here. Usually it's nowhere near as much traffic as that. So 77 must be detouring people off of it, suggesting that they take a different route. Yes, exactly, Lisa, and the semis. By the way, guys, I want to show you guys this. Look at these right here. These are rose hips, and a couple more cold, frosty days, and they will sweeten up. And rose hips are an absolutely spectacular form of vitamin C. Pretty much making all of your own medicine here on the mountain. You do need to be careful not to eat too many rose hips, because it can be a you can have some issues, but having your own medicine just grow here on the property is absolutely spectacular. yeah, man, thanks for following me around today. Thanks for joining me. Very much appreciated. I hope you have a wonderful sleep and a wonderful day. And I will see you around. And by the way, if you ever want to join the Discord, exclamation point Discord or discord.gg Firefly. So here we are. I throw out a little bit of corn. Let's see if I get any cows to come down here and check it out. Not sure if I will, but we'll see. We got one cow eyeing us. Maybe they'll come down and say hi. So we got you guys can see the one cow starting to come down. She's starting to come down, wants to say hi, wants to see. So let's see if we can get her an apple. Got my hand. See if we can get her an apple. Can we get her to eat an apple? Oh! Can we get her to eat an apple? Oh! I dropped the apple. Let's try that again. She also sees the corn. I think she might like the corn a little bit better than the apple. So hand feeding cows apples. I don't think I can hand feed them any corn. Kind of poorly hand feeding them corn. Still crunching on that corn, I see. Okay, no worries. So give some cows some apples. Pretty happy. She's a nice cow. She's a good one. Right? You a nice cow. Probably not going to let me pet her. Fine, I'll give you one more apple. She really wants an apple. You guys can see she really wanted an apple. She's like, why are you tricking me, man? Give me an apple. So, there we go. Hand feeding some cows. That's enough apples for today. I will see you tomorrow. You guys got to enjoy some hand feeding some cows some apples. Miss Cow, thank you. Have a good rest of the day. And we're going to head on over this way. So, good times training train your cows, even though they're not my cows, they're my friend's cows. Train some cows to eat some apples. Don't want to give them too much. So, but yeah, look guys, I don't know if you guys just see how vibrant orange and red and just beautiful it is. Also with the gray skies coming up here in the distance and like the kind of the raining down of leaves. It's just man, it's part of the reason I love fall and I love southern West Virginia. And I love being down here. Love being outside as well. So like I said, it's probably in the 60s. Actually, I think it's cooled down a bit. I'd say it's probably in the 50s now. Probably cooled down into the 50s. So, by the way, guys, if you want to watch a replay, you can watch all the replays on this on DLive. But the replays will also be on Odyssey and on Rumble. So, X Dr. Firefly, I think on both of those. So, oh, it is starting to rain. So you guys can't probably tell. I don't think there's any way I can stand any place and show you because it's a really, really gentle sprinkle. But just starting to rain, so we're going to head around. We'll go say, before we head in, we'll say hi to the bees. And then we'll head on in. By the way, guys, those that want to know more, so I try to do this about once or twice a week. Let's Feed the Chickens show. It also is Tuesday nights. We have our show. It's called a Rem Doc, and pretty much it's the reminiscence doctrine. It's pretty much we're reconnecting with the with our lost knowledge that we used to have, and finding solutions to the problems that we talk about. So that's Tuesday nights, about 8:30 Eastern time. And most of the time we're just hanging out on Discord. So those that want to just come and hang out with us and just be cool, come hang out with us on Discord. So Market Garden, Just in Time Garden, walking past that now as we're heading around to where we need to go. It's stopped raining, which is good. Or stopped sprinkling. So that is it's good that it's not really sprinkly too much. So I'm not sure how much of that you missed, because I just noticed that my headphones was not working. So if you missed any of that, I'll just give a quick recap. It's a beautiful day here in Flat Top. It's raining a little bit. Every Tuesdays is when we do our show. So Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, where we talk about, where we use our past knowledge that we used to know to solve today's world's problems. So we're just kind of doing that together. And then for Let's Feed the Chickens is just randomly throughout the course of the week when I feel like doing a show while we're feeding everyone. And then Saturday or Sundays, if the weather is up to it, we do Be Aware series where we talk about our bees and we get into messing around with our bees and fun things like that. So let's spin around and just see just some more beautifulness of being in southern West Virginia and in the mountains, and all of the spectacularness of being on the edge of nowhere, and how beautiful the edge of nowhere is. So, but we're getting ready to head over. We're gonna go say hi to the bees before we head in, because it's got a couple more things to do this evening or this afternoon before I head off and work on some other chores. So, and plus, it's just about that time. But if you guys feel free, definitely join the Discord, !Discord. There is a link to Rumble right there if you guys want to see the stuff we talk about on Rumble. So some of the shows, some of the classes, some of the stuff I do is up on there. Some of the replays and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to head up to, all the bees are right around there by the edge of the house. So we're going to head up there. We're going to say hi to the bees. We're going to see, we're going to talk about them for a minute, see how well they're doing through the first couple cold snaps, and what we're going to do. And the ducks, the wanderers, just wandering around being ducks. So pretty quiet, most of the bees right now, because it's getting colder. So you got some of these guys right here going in and out. But this has 2 hives in it. There's 2 hives right there. There's a hive right there. The hive right there. 3 hives right there, all doing well. Not very exciting right now because of the colder temperature. And then the porch bees. For those that are new and don't know what the porch bees are, here are the porch bees. So right here by our front door, we keep bees. So not only do they keep the joggers away. Oh, I can hear myself because I forgot I put my thing up there. So there's the porch bees. I'm going to step back just a little bit. So there are the porch bees. They live right here on the porch. But let me just pan back one more time, because some of you have not seen my house. And my house is one of the things that I'm probably most proud of. Is just, I love old things. So my house was built in 1897. It's a Queen Anne Victorian. And you can see it popping up right there between the things. If you're interested and you want to see more pictures, it's got a Wikipedia page. It's Mavis Manor is the house's name, so you guys can check it out. So here in Flat Top. So well, anyways, friends, I want to thank you guys all for joining me on this fun adventure today. Thank you for going with me as we walk around, feed everyone, get everybody fed, and just good conversation. And just it's fun to have. It makes the chores a lot easier when I have friends coming along with me and going on the chores. So again, guys, every Tuesday night we do a show. Every day we do show, like, I can't say every day, but just random days when I feel like doing a show. We'll do the Let's Feed the Chickens, or we'll do other things. So definitely check all that kind of stuff out. So anyways, friends, it's Doc. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And until tomorrow, it's Doc. Adios, friends.